Hello, the following podcast is spoken in a mixed language of both English and Spanish, also known as Spanglish, because that is our main way of talking and it's the best way for us to express our thoughts on the topics that we speak of. Which, by the way, we are in no way any experts on the subjects, despite having the internet in front of us while we record, which you will hear us use on occasion for live fact-checking every once in a while. Most, if not all we talk about, is from general personal experience. Also, we needed a buffer to get past the algorithm censors on certain platforms. Enjoy.
This podcast is brought to you in part by yourselves. You found this podcast. I don't know how or where, because we sure as hell haven't told anybody. But hey, here you are listening to it. So again, congratulations. Give yourselves a hand, but just one. So, pregunta, are you completely fucking dead in tu línea?
Oh yes, I am fucking dead.
Wow, that was loud as fuck on my end.
Sorry, porque me acomodé and I'm closer to the microphone.
Okay, cool. I can see your lines, I can see my lines. So yay, the lines are still there. So welcome to Bichin Boricuas, the wettest episode you'll ever hear.
Probably second wet. No, this is
No,
wetter.
this is the wettest episode.
Yeah, it is.
We are not reviewing Waterworld. I draw the line there, motherfucker.
Not yet. We're not yet.
I am not reviewing what. Listen, because not even I don't think not even Aquaman is this as wet as this fucking movie, and it sure as fuck doesn't have as much booty as this movie.
No, we're gonna review the Universal Studios ride of Waterworld that they just now installed in California.
I'm sorry, they did what?
Yes. They copied Universal Studios Japan and they put a Waterworld quote unquote ride in Universal Studios in 2022. Which gives me more pause and makes me think that no, Waterworld is going to make a comeback here soon.
I mean, if si hay una, si hay, what the fuck? Why is this a thing? I'm sorry, I googled it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. Anyways,
what the fuck? Okay, cool. So
get out of the rabbit. So today we're reviewing Avatar Pandora Forever.
Water edition.
Water edition. Being that I switched the titles on Wakanda Forever because, hey, it's the year of Disney doing water shit because guess what's next? Fucking Little Mermaid, and I am not doing a review of that movie. Or should we?
How? No, we're not. I am, again, drawing the line. This is the only water movie we're reviewing.
No, it's not. We already reviewed one.
What?
Wakanda.
What? Fucking hell. You're right. Oh, fuck.
Because we make the same jokes.
Oh, God. So
and you said it yourself. This will set up for the future of the next year for filmmaking. It's going to be the year of water.
I need a drink. When are they announcing water? We should just make Waterworld 3, honestamente.
3?
Yeah. They can't stop us.
But where's 2?
Who gives a fuck? We're not gonna make it. We're making 3. We're jumping the shark.
Anyways, voy a hacer un paréntesis. I'm gonna make a parenthesis fuera de tema because the fucking announcement that broke the internet today. The Pokemon finale has been announced.
I'm sorry. The what?
The series, like actual series finale of Pokemon was announced today.
Oh, goody.
Like we're finally closing the chapters on Ash and Pikachu. Like, no more Ash and Pikachu starting February because it's a 13 episode thing, and it starts on January 13th. So probably by March, Pokemon is over. And they're going to start a new series, but without Ash and without Pikachu, because they're going to try so hard to promote the shit out of Scarlet and Violet. And it's like, yeah, no, you're removing the mascot of Pokemon. You are going to fail.
So, they saw what Dragon Ball Z did by killing Goku.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, we can do better.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, oh, this is a good. Oh, wait, it's what they did with Goku. And it's like, oh, we killed him, he's never coming back. Lo que hicieron con Scrubs. Es como que, oh, JD's gone, he's never coming back. Lo que hicieron en todos los NCIS or whatever the fuck. It's like, oh, they're gone, they're never coming back. And the show will definitely, absolutely go on. I give it a fucking season.
Yeah, no, I think next year Pokemon is gonna go under, probably, as a prediction. But we'll save that for the New Year's episode.
See, because
Anyway,
I'm playing Pokemon Go in the laziest way possible.
Attaching it to a ceiling fan and letting it go.
Nope, even lazier than that. I'm just sitting in my apartment.
Fair enough.
And I'm level 6.
Yay.
And I haven't taken a single step.
Yay.
Oh, fucking hey, man.
Anyways,
Waterworld.
End of parenthesis. Okay, so spoiler-free version. We saw Avatar. I had to go watch it.
Avatar 2.
Avatar 2, The Way of Water. And I had to shut the fuck up. And I watched it at 9 o'clock in the morning because that was the earliest possible I could go watch it in order to be able to have time to record.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, this movie is literally 3 hours long.
It is. It very much is.
No. I timed it, motherfucker. It is 3 hours long, not counting the fucking credits.
God.
Like, well, tan pronto terminaron los créditos al principio de la película, I started a timer. By the time I stopped the timer al principio de los créditos al final, it was 3 hours and 3 minutes.
So it was longer than the previous water movie we reviewed.
It was longer than any water movie in God's green fucking earth.
Unless there is a super James Cameron director's cut of Titanic. That is like 4 hours long.
I don't think there's anything left to bring to that movie.
Just saying. But anyways.
Viendo el punto. Waterworld.
Okay. Shut the fuck up. Spoiler-free review. Spoiler-free before we dive into spoilers because I have thoughts.
Okay, cool. So, básicamente, the avatars got rid of the humans, and the humans came back a period amount of time later, and they're like, we need
Jake Sully's head for banning us on this planet we were trying to conquer.
For becoming the leader of the resistance.
For betraying the human race.
And becoming the resistance leader.
Exactly. And you go from there. How would you rate this movie? Okay, no, wait. First of all, did you like the first Avatar?
Okay, first of all, did you watch it in 3D?
I did.
Okay,
because that was the earliest one.
Okay, so did I.
Uh-huh.
And I will preface this part. I have only seen the first one time.
Okay.
From start to finish. It was in 3D. It was 2009.
Jeez. Uh-huh.
You know, when it came out. Because this movie took 13 fucking years. And did I like the first one? Yes. as a what's the word I'm looking for? I really should have drank some coffee.
I should have too. Wait, I have coffee. I have cold brew. Anyways, go on.
As a technical achievement, it was an incredible masterpiece. Esta película is an incredible masterpiece as a technical achievement. Do I like the story? It's Moby Dick. Subplot was interesting.
Okay, we're on the same wavelength on some things, I see.
Okay, this was an interesting twist I did not see coming in this movie, pero está bien. But we'll get to that part later. Did I like the movie? Yes. Would I watch it again? Yeah.
If it was a rerun on TV, on cable television.
Sí, ¿cómo te digo? If, if I ever sit back y me siento a verla, como que si alguien la pone en una fiesta, I'll sit down and watch it. I do feel though que esta película, a diferencia de la primera, isn't as gimmicky with the 3D as the first one was.
No, it's not.
Porque la primera en múltiples ocasiones era como que look at the 3D holograms of the computers.
I mean, hey, spoiler alert, this takes place underwater. Anyways, in my 3D case, what they did a lot is putting the fish in front of the goddamn camera and then the characters, so you would have fish just floating right in front of you. But I agree, it's not to the same degree as the first movie.
So like I feel like the first one was constantly in your ass. They go, okay, hey, look, it's a 3D movie. Look at how the 3D effects look. Y lo digo simplemente porque hay un montón de esas escenas cuando están planificando cosas y hablando. Que nothing exciting is going on, but they're like, okay, look at the 3D. And I've seen a lot of those scenes afterwards, and like in again good ass big ass TVs, and it doesn't look as impressive as it did in the movie theater. Being like, oh, this shit's not 3D. It's not as good looking anymore.
Right, and they did something nice for post-COVID 3D in my case, because I remember it's like, all right, back in 2009, because I did watch the first Avatar movie in 2009 in 3D, and then it was like, okay, cool, everyone, here's your glasses, we promise we sanitize it, and they were just right there on a bucket that they just let everyone reuse because they were expensive at the time, because 3D was new and back again since Jaws 3D.
I mean, I wouldn't even say they sanitized those glasses. I was just
They
like,
probably did not. That's why I said, quote unquote, we totally sanitize them.
Yeah, like I didn't even assume they sanitized those.
So,
por lo menos los míos estaban en like individually wrapped.
Right
plastic.
now, mine were too. It's like, oh, so this is how they solved that problem, because I was like, I had handy wipes in my jacket just to wipe off the glasses, because the last time I did 3D was for goddamn Avatar 1. And it's like, this is such an unsanitary experience.
Yeah, but back then in the before times, no one gave a shit.
Yeah, nobody thought of it, and it's like, oh, now everything you do is disgusting. Birthdays are ruined now.
Well, I can tell you that people, at least in the island, people stopped giving a fuck.
And buffets are also gross.
I mean, buffets have always been gross, but sometimes you're hungry, dude.
I miss Bonanza!
Oh yeah, those places are dead.
¿En serio cerraron Bonanza?
No, cerraron Ponderosa, queda uno.
Fuck Ponderosa! I want Bonanza! That's exactly what I'm gonna eat when I go on vacation.
Sí,
Pero,
quedan un par todavía. Pero volviendo al punto.
How would you rate it?
Question. Like the 3D glasses, were they like the cheapest feeling 3D glasses you've ever
Oh, the
life?
fuck they were, yes.
Okay. I think we had the same 3D glasses. And you know what? I'm getting the nasty feeling that we got the clean glasses because we were the first people to use them. I
Yes,
feel like
yes, I feel like that
I
happened
feel like en
because
2 o
they
3
had
semanas.
because they had the disposals, the trash can disposal like they used to have.
Oh no,
And,
motherfucker! Like the trash and disposal, like they were on our asses as we were leaving the movie theater. Like, put the
oh,
fucking glasses in the
you
trash
guys
can.
borrowed them. No, I put mine in the dedicated 3D glasses trash can.
Oh no, like they had a dude. They had a manager and an employee with a flashlight. Like, put the fucking glasses in the fucking trash can.
And how
And I'm
did
and
you?
I'm and I'm getting the nasty feeling that like in a couple of weeks those glasses are gonna just be put back in front of people without being clean or sanitized. Like, they are not wrapping
Nah,
those motherfuckers in plastic again.
they're not gonna sanitize them either,
Yeah.
unless they like dump it in a batch of Clorox and it's like done.
No, van a pasarle el vaporizer ese de alcohol que están usando ahora. Oh look, it just mists. It covers the shit in a mist of alcohol, and that absolutely sanitizes everything.
We were such disgusting creatures 10 years ago.
Motherfucker, we are all disgusting creatures. You just realize how disgusting things were. Pero volviendo a la puta película, this is
Okay,
about Waterworld.
rate the
Was it a
movie.
good movie? Was it? I would rate it an 8 out of 10.
I'm there, 7.5 out of 10.
Como que, en términos de la historia, visualmente es como que, oh my god, 3D is back, baby. I can't wait el año que viene comprarme a 3D TV and we start this whole fucking shit all over again.
Okay, so
I
that's our
just really fucking hope that James Cameron doesn't fucking sell Avatar 2 3D on with a fucking Samsung Blue TV again.
lol.
I don't
No,
know if you remember that.
I
The only way you could buy Avatar 3D was with a buying
yeah, I remember that. I remember that. But here's the thing: they're gonna do me wrong if Avatar 3 isn't called Avatar 3D. You know what you should have done? You should have gone. You should have gone to RDX in Montelledra.
Oh, ahí es que probablemente yo vuelva a ver esta película el fin de semana que viene
Ah, perfect. You
con
know,
otra persona, pero la
let me
persona,
know.
el corillo con el que la tuve que ver, la vi la primera vez, era como que, oh, tiene que ser en San Patricio
Or,
or
or,
nada.
fair enough, pero como que, no, vete a Montelledra y reserva una ticket para Avatar in RDX. And just let me know how drenched you get.
Eso sí, que hubo un par de ocasiones. There were a couple of times in this movie where I felt like, okay, I feel like this is the part where they spray mist at you.
No, they're just, as soon as they hit the beach, they constantly spray mist of you for the next 2 hours and a half.
I mean, it does literally take an hour for them to get in the water, and then it's like, okay, cool, we're in the water. We're absolutely not leaving this. And like, okay, there's still 2 hours left. What the fuck?
And I can imagine it's like, all right, time to give Puerto Rico another drought by using all the water supplies to mist people because they're watching Avatar 2.
With salt. Yes, it's salt water. Okay, they
Anyway.
never do specifically say it's salt water.
I was thinking that too. It's like, is this salt water?
It's water.
It's water.
It is also a moon, so
that's true. Pero, okay, back on track. Okay, so that's our review, spoiler-free review. Cool. We're going into spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, my God, this movie doesn't makes me not want to have kids even more.
Wow, I did not think that where you were going with this.
I mean, yeah, maybe a kid would be nice, but first I have to find someone and then discuss it. But it's like financially, it's like no fucking kids right now. But then it's like, all right, hey Cameron, you're just making a point of fucking. This is why why millennials don't want kids.
Oh, esta película es. Yo vi un artículo, no sé dónde carajo, que decía como que, oh, Avatar 2 is just a long ass commercial explaining why we need to stop whaling.
También.
And the fucking part is this took almost 2.5 hours to get to the point. Cabrón, I know I'm skipping literally 3/4 of this movie, pero cuando empiezan el whaling hunt, el primer whaling hunt que tuve, yo me la acerco a la persona con la que estoy viendo la película y le digo, porque I don't get it. How is this cost efficient? Like the amount of fuel and people they are burning to hunt one of these motherfucking things is extraordinary.
To extract
No,
one.
pero todavía, cuando le estoy diciendo eso, todavía no había. Yo le estaba sacando a que, como que, oh, I guess that's their meat source. They just cazan lo cortan en canto y en carne, y es como que, they just like they again they chop it up y es como que esto, pero entonces como que when they kill the whale and they're like, oh, this is the only thing we really give a shit about, es este químico, esta hormona que está en el cerebro.
Yeah, no, it's like 1 gallon of brain juice costs $80 million, which I find hard to believe, going how inflation is going on right now.
I mean, honestamente, por lo menos hace más sentido que como que, oh, what are we here for? Unobtainium. What is it for? Don't worry about it. It's for spaceship or something.
No, I have my thoughts on that when we get there. I have so many thoughts on this movie. So let's start. So, as you expected, the very start of the beginning is Jake Sully narrating what happened in how many years? I'm assuming like 10 some odd years.
Oh, no, para mí que esto tomó 13 años, cabrón.
The adult kid gave me like 16-year-old vibes.
Y la película empieza con, y como se dice, and the motherfucker was clearly conceived at least a year after the star people left.
Sky people, not stars. They don't believe in stars.
You're
Sky
right, Sky
people.
No, they believe in stars. They know stars. Ellos están como que, oh shit,
no,
there's
the
a new
stars
star.
they look at is the one on their skin. Pero anyways, it's like we start that Jake Sully is at the one of the kids that they adopt is Sigourney Weaver's Avatar's child that nobody knows how she was conceived. And then after that, it's like, oh, then Sully and Neytiri had 3 more. And they adopted the bad guy's child, which we don't even know who the fucking mother is, by the way.
Okay.
And they raise him as a fucking Navi.
They didn't adopt him. He just sort of kept showing up and they couldn't really get rid of him.
Pretty much.
Como dijo Sully, he's more of a cat that just shows up.
No, it's like, all right, no. Instead of you being a human, just staying with the humans and learning human things, no, we just let fucking Jake Sully adopt his nemesis's son and raising him as a kid on constant oxygen mask. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. No. No. By the way, I have a theory right now. I have a theory. Because it took me all morning to try and figure this out.
I'm listening.
I have a theory on Kitty, Sigourney Weaver's child. Do you have a theory on who the father is?
I mean, it would be funny if it's the other scientist dude, but I feel like at some point he would have said something.
Right. I don't think it's that. For the longest time, we were going to get a double reveal that's like, oh, she is also my child from the villain. I thought of that too, but I figured it out. I figured it out, and I have a theory, and I want to get it out early so that any listeners can start fucking posting this on their forums.
I'm
I'm
listening.
I think, okay, since in the first movie, Sigourney Weaver's character, the human body died, but her avatar still lived, and they tried to revive her. They tried to use the spirit tree to put fucking Sigourney Weaver's consciousness into her avatar, correct?
Yes.
Given what Kitty, her daughter, shows across the movie, I think they pulled either a goddamn Ego the Living Planet and or Force Chosen One thing here from Star Wars, and the father, quote unquote, is the planet Pandora. Awa, or whatever their god name is. Why are you sighing?
Not gonna lie, I hadn't thought about that, but now that you said it, now I can't unsee it.
All right, there. I started it. First one. It goes out tomorrow. This episode goes tomorrow, and let it show on the record that today, on 12/17/2022, at fucking 12:15 in the morning, I started the theory that Nikki's mysterious father is Awa and or Pandora.
I mean, I guess.
Try to counteract it.
No, that's the thing. I can't really think of anything to counteract it. Like, okay, oh no, actually, it unfortunately makes sense. Like, okay, oh, she's connecting to the planet, and that's why she's constantly just like zoning out. Okay, and she's just reconnecting to the planet, or like it's okay, either that or she's like, oh, she's what's the name of their goddess again?
Awa.
Awa. She's just Awa reincarnated.
I guess, because keep in mind, the voice actress for Kitty was Sigourney Weaver. They just immunized her voice. So it is Sigourney Weaver, Avatar, again, all over. But how? How did her dead avatar, well, unconscious avatar get pregnant? It's like, oh, when they tried to do the transfer, it wasn't Sigourney Weaver's memories that they put there. It was a child.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, theory over. Back to the movie. So yay, Jake, Jake, Neytiri, and family are all having nice together, but then all of a sudden,
the Fire Nation attack.
Pretty much, it was.
Listen, if they ever listen, Netflix, baby, listen, honey. Whatever the fuck you think you're gonna do for the Fire Nation attacking in the Avatar show, this movie made it 20 times better. And with giant robots. Because boy, those ships landing is the most inefficient use of fuel I have ever seen.
I know, right? It's like I was expecting, oh, we're gonna see the new transporters for the let's see how they do it. No, we're landing the whole goddamn space station on the goddamn planet. Because this is apparently how they transported bulldozers the size of city blocks. Which outstanding me, and it's like, okay, cool, a bulldozer out of that one thing. And it's like, oh no, the shot keeps going. There's like 5 more right behind it. It's like, how many of these things did you fit in there? Are you doing an episode 1 thing where the troop transports just keep spewing out of one ship?
I don't know. Oh, this is definitely a Star Wars part of episode one thing. I go, okay, oh, what's the logistic behind this? Money is no option.
Money is no object, period. Just send them out, burn. And it's like, all right, they did the whole, all right, everything you loved about Pandora 1. Yeah, guess what? We're burning it. That they tried to save, being that the message was save the environment and whatnot. Yeah, no, fuck that.
We burn
Gone.
everything to the ground.
Fucking absolutely gone. Oh, those animals that you fell in love with vaporized right in front of your eyes. Like they had weird shots of just like every single kind of animal just being vaporized. And oh look, a shot of the giant trees where the Navi live in. Gone.
And they're like, okay, we burn everything to the ground. Why? Because fuck it. And then we time jump 1 year.
Uh-huh.
And Sully is leading the resistance.
Yeah, and it's like they managed to install trains and whatnot, and Jake blew it up like if it was a goddamn World War II raid or something. So it's like we blew up the train, yay, and we start getting introduced to the personalities of the children, in which because there's three, the two older boys and the younger female,
And then the young girl.
the very very young girl, which she had a single syllable name, Nook Took Took.
Yeah, and then Kitty being the adopted child.
Right,
Which she
and
knows she's adopted, but they basically raise her.
right, and she still calls them mom and dad.
Yeah.
And then there's Spider, the fucking
Spider Monkey.
spider monkey human thing, and the two older boys. So we get a personality in which the middle child is the troublemaker, like the absolute troublemaker that fucking absolutely puts the entire plot of the movie into motion.
Also dances with whales, but that comes later.
Right. Also dances with whales. Esto. So we move on, and it's like, okay, Jake says to his family, we need to fucking leave.
No.
Because
When you skip like 20 minutes of exposition
this
there.
movie is fucking long.
The bad guy from the first one is back, baby.
Oh yeah. No, now that you're reminding me, I have a trouble with that scene. I have a serious trouble. Yeah, we knew that this guy was coming back for this movie, but how are we gonna do it? Oh, they put his consciousness on the goddamn Navi body they made for him. Okay.
No, they put his pre-Pandora conscious, like antes de que él bajara a Pandora, they made a backup of him, of his memory and
No,
personality.
no, 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 no. Because I just watched this movie. They downloaded and made a copy of his consciousness on Pandora, and they
No.
said they would ship it back to Earth.
Okay, cool, whatever. But again, antes de que ocurra la primera película, that's when the copy was made.
I guess.
Yes,
Yes.
no él lo dice como que and he doesn't know anything. And the only reason he knows that his kid exists is because por ejemplo, la insinuación que yo supera, que yo entendía era como que, había un informe de como que, so by the way, you had a kid. Whatever.
I suppose. But here's the thing, I have trouble with that scene. So, in order to get him up to speed, they give him a recording of his dead self from the past.
Yeah, recording that he was asked to record.
Right, to explain him in the future because he was so confident that he was never going to die. Guess what? But I have a problem with that scene. So in that scene, the bad guy, I'm not going to look up his fucking name, but the colonel,
knife robot dude.
Knife robot dude, but the colonel was known to have a fucking very known scar across his head from a Navi. Here's the thing. In that scene, I went looking for that scar and it wasn't there anymore. So it's like, oh, let me finish. That scar wasn't there. And then it's like, oh, okay. So this was before Jake Sully even arrived to Pandora. But no, in the goddamn recording, the colonel explicitly says to himself, if I really do end up being dead, it was Jake Sully's fault. And it's like, okay, there's a continuity error major right there. If he had the scar, cool, I would have believed that. He didn't have the scar, that's a continuity error. How could you be telling your future self that the cause of your death was this person you hated that you haven't even met yet?
Él dijo Jack. Did he really say Jack Sully?
Yes, he did. I saw this a couple of hours ago.
Okay, cool. I saw it slightly more hours ago.
Right, pero okay, he does say if I end up being dead, it was likely Jake Sully's fault, and it's like, okay, no, this is a continuity error. They were just too lazy to fucking give him his makeup for 5 minutes of him talking to himself before they fucking put the motion capture suit on him.
Probably. I mean, también if I remember correctly, like cuando él va a Pandora, él va con Jake Sully y el avatar de Jake Sully. Porque recuerda que ese avatar originalmente era para el hermano, pero el hermano murió antes de eso. So
Right, pero el hermano no se...
they,
Right, I know, pero el hermano no se llama Jake Sully.
Sí, no, pero lo que digo es que they had to scramble. They go, oh shit, we need to like bring Jake here because you know he's the only one that can use this avatar, even though it was made for his brother. But they're close enough that it should work.
Mm-hmm. Fair, but that was my one problem with that whole scene. That was my one problem. A simple continuity error just because they didn't put makeup on someone. But moving on, cool.
So then they land in Pandora and enseñan que como que, oh, we're building super fast. They still haven't said why we're here. Except, because ni siquiera llegan, están en la parte en la que dicen como que the Earth is dying, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, Earth is dying. Cool. So yeah, you guys needed the fucking unobtainium to use
to build
spaceships and or use as an extreme superconductor and whatnot. And it's like, okay, cool. That is understandable.
But if I remember correctly, they did not mention unobtainium in this movie once.
No. When we get to that scene, when we get to fucking Captain Ahab from Moby Dick, we'll talk. We'll talk about that.
You know what's the funny part? I know that this is skipping ahead. So, question: when the hand came flying away, did you understand my emote? Que te mandé en la noche antes.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense.
Also, when that happened, did the whole movie theater started clapping?
No, because my fucking movie theater is American and anti-clapping. They clapped at the end of the movie.
Okay, but a lot of people clapped when the hand came flying away.
No, I just said, nope, this is Moby Dick. I saw that and it's like, nope, this is Moby Dick.
Lo que me encanta es que it's Moby Dick, but he doesn't realize it's Moby Dick because he doesn't know there's one that survive. Because he thinks they're all I'm pretty sure he thinks, oh, the junglies die. Y es como que, nah, there's one of them that survive. And he remembers. But again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. This movie is long.
I know. You know what? I'm mad that the shark didn't make a comeback.
I'm mad de que la música que le pusieron no fue más bassy. They were so close to making el tan 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 tan.
I mean, does Disney own it? Yeah, they own Fox. They own that. They could have done it.
They could have absolutely just been like, hey, look, we made a movie where you start as a refugee and then it becomes a shark movie, and then it quickly becomes Moby Dick, and then it becomes Gladiator or something.
Hmm. Anyways, so it's like, all right, the colonel gathers his new team of also dead fucking
Reincarnated as
reincarnate
avatars
uh,
motherfuckers.
and they're traveled as special forces to hunt down Jake Sully. Cool.
Specifically fuck up Jake Sully.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's exactly what they're going to do. Cool. So they go and revisit the final stand area from the first movie, the lab with his suit.
Sí, porque establecen de que por donde está el Rebel Base.
Uh, it's
Eh,
somewhere in the Hallelujah Mountains.
en the Hallelujah Mountains, pero que los aviones, los helicópteros no pueden volar por ahí mucho tiempo porque los animales empiezan a atacar.
Exacto.
Y la general a cargo le dice como que, now we can get you this close and from there you have to go on foot because we can't keep sacrificing a bird. Lo cual honestamente I feel de que probablemente no era tanto like the birds as much as like, okay, listen, it takes a while to train a pilot. Like we
And
can't we
we and
can't
we
keep
just imported them from Earth that were sent 2 years ago. Do you realize the return time on this?
think of again, listen, every time we lose a pilot, it is a fuck porque honestamente, like the most valuable thing en ese planeta para los humanos. The most valuable resources they bring are fucking pilots.
Mm-hmm.
Porque la otra cosa es como que. No, porque la otra cosa es como que. No, no, no. Are you a male? Y me dice, are you a male human impender, right? Why is your penis not impregnating as many women as God possible? And are you a woman? Why are you not pregnant at all times? We need babies.
We
We
need
need human babies here because we need them to get old as fast as humanly possible so that we can train them to be fucking pilots
and throw
and
them at the
soldiers
Navi.
and throw them at the Navi and whatever the fuck. But we need bodies.
Okay, pero here's the thing. Yeah, we can introduce who's leading the new second wave of humans on Pandora. And it's like, oh, this female general. So it already surpasses the colonel. So whoopie doo. And I really want their logistics team.
Also,
I
a mí
mean,
me encanta el C-130 space version que ellos usan.
the one that they blow up in the first movie.
So like the one where they land in the base because they obviously went to a heliport and then they like got to the actual operation base
Right?
and then
No,
like
that shuttle is the same one they use as a bomber in the first movie.
okay, cool.
Pero es como que, yeah, no, but I really want their logistics team because, hot damn, they're fucking robots, spider robots that can build a building in 6 days.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker, we need that.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like, I hope, I'm waiting to be able to get the book, the like visual dictionary book to get the names of everything, but I really hope they call them termites.
No pensé que no pensé because they don't name them, do they?
They don't name almost anything there in this movie, which annoys the shit out of me. It's like, oh, what's the name of the new helicopters? We don't get a name. What's the name of the goddamn whale ship? We don't got a name. What's the name of the crab mechs?
Or
Nothing.
the dolphin mechs.
Or the dolphin mechs? Nothing. It's like, what the fuck, guys? Why are you guys were like so proper on giving names on the first movie? Like the Samson was the helicopter and the dragon something for the giant 4-bladed helicopter you guys have. In which now they brought 2 of them. Ooh. I saw the airport scene. It's like, there's 1 and there's 2. Yay, they thought about it.
They brought a backup.
They brought it back up. Pero como que they barely named anything. So I'm waiting on the visual dictionary to come up so I can, add it to my collection. Porque yo tengo el visual dictionary de la primera película, so I really want the second one. But moving on,
I'm sure make it eventually. But moving on. Okay, cool. So they go. They
They
hunt
go,
down. They encuentran el final stand. Encuentran el human corpse
the colonel.
del colonel. Then they find the kids because the kids surprised. The kids are getting into trouble.
Uh-huh.
Y entonces, shit
Not,
ensues. They get
uh-huh.
into a fight. They killed a couple of the Navi soldiers,
Uh-huh.
I think. Y entonces ahí es que Sully está como que we need to go. Because they will not stop hunting me, specifically me.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, A, you don't know that dog. Two, what the fuck? But mostly, again, you don't know that dog.
Mm-hmm. Right, no, but I really did, going back a little bit, I really did enjoy the scene in which the colonel goes through the capture the memories, the videos of his amp suit and sees the final stand and sees himself die, and his initial reaction is like, "Oh my god, I did die and I'm seeing my own death." O sea, you could see the internal
Oh no, like
here's
this. El personaje con el mayor character development en esta película was the fucking Colonel.
I was hoping not, but you're not wrong.
Like the person that had the most amount of character development at the Colonel, and he had to go through several fucking existential crises. Starting
Right.
with the fact that, okay, oh look, here's my dead body. I really did die. A Nabi really did kill me.
And it's like,
And there was nothing I could have done different.
right. And it's like, no, I'm dying. And he's going through the motions. You can see it in his face. It's like, holy shit, I did die. Because how would one react to seeing their own death? So it's like you did that scene very well until you crushed your own skull, and it's like, oh, we're back to being the villain.
No, like that's him trying to be the villain. He's like, no, I'm the bad guy, remember? Pero es como que, pero aún así desde entonces la expresión en la cara le cambia. He's like, okay, I mean, he's there, but his heart's not in it as it used to be.
Right. But yeah, moving on, it's like, okay, yeah, no, we need to leave. Cool. Where are we going? Far away. And apparently he's made contact with the other Navi tribes at some point. So he goes to, I guess, his favorite one or the largest one on the ones at the sea. In which, kudos to those fucking birds that they ride, those pterodactyls that they ride. It's like, they must have been flying for fucking days.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yeah, no, cool. Then they made it to the people of water, in which my head,
Que viven en un mangle.
Manglar, and it's like my head was boggling. And it's like, oh, are we gonna do the whole, oh, everyone in the human race is the same no matter your skin color? It's like, we're gonna do this shit again. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's try to teach no racism in that. Are we going to do that? And no, they never went down that route, kind of, sort of, because these Navi have developed very different evolutionary traits from their forest ones. It's like, it's not just the skin color. They have the eyelids of mammals that go underwater. They have the scuba eyelids on them. Their tails are that of a fish. And
Their forearms are wider, so they can pueden nadar mejor.
And it's like,
Their heads, la geometría de su cabeza is slightly different, so it's more hydrodynamic.
exacto. So it's like, okay, you guys are completely different. You might as well be a somewhat different species to Navi. And it made me think, it's like, crap. Isn't, because we already got announced all the way to Avatar 5. It's like, what's next? Are we gonna meet the fucking dwarf Navi that live in the mountains or some shit like that next? The igloo ones that are pure white and they live in the pole.
Eso es lo que estaba pensando. Era como que, okay, cool. So we got the forest motherfuckers. We got the water motherfuckers. How are the mountains motherfuckers gonna look like? And what are the polar ones?
Exacto, como que, what are we supposed to do? But
Also,
it's like,
pregunta. This is really a stupid technicism. Does Pandora rotate? Or is it always the same side of it, always facing the the planet?
I honestly don't remember. Theoretically, yes, it should orbit. Otherwise, one side of the planet is perpetual frozen.
Yeah, like
So,
our moon.
exacto. So, no, I imagine it rotates, but it gets a weird double sun thing because not only is it orbiting the gas giant it's on, Alpha Centauri, but also, you know, every once in a while, fucking Alpha Centauri blocks the sun. And some other times they will get the sun constantly. If you think about it, it's like your fucking day cycles are wild.
Well, yeah, pero I mean, they just have a normal day night cycle, excepto que en vez
No,
del
they
planeta.
do not. No,
Yes,
they
they
do not.
do.
Fuck you.
El último day night cycle took fucking forever.
No, 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 no. The final battle day and night cycle, it's like, okay, all morning to destroy the ship. And then the final bout, nighttime comes, they fight, and then but before they're even out of the wreck, it becomes daytime again.
Also,
There
cabrón,
is
pregunta.
no way.
Again, I know we're skipping forward, like really forward.
Uh,
They could have just swam underneath the fire, right?
uh-huh.
Okay.
And Neytiri and Kitty could have gone and no, not Neytiri, Coot, whatever. The smallest child and Neytiri could have gone. I don't know if they went to such depths in this fucking acronoplane, hydroplane, whatever you're gonna call this thing. It's like, hey, remember that Spider made a giant hole on underneath the ship in the hull. So theoretically, you guys should have been able to find that hole pretty easily. And no,
Yeah,
you just
no,
get
like,
yourself stuck. But
no,
no, they could have totally swam under that water. It was like, it's like, the fuck, guys! You guys have a fucking jet ski, underwater jet ski here. Use it.
Take,
Am I wrong?
cabrón, like the fucking whale just disappears for like 20 minutes.
The what?
The whale just disappears for 20 minutes. A
And
menos
then
que
comes
sea
back and saves the day.
again.
Again.
A menos que sea que tú me digas, like, oh, what's the whale for this 20-minute fight? Anyway, oh, it was eating the motherfucker. It was eating the captain.
God, I'm hoping that that's exactly what happened.
Okay, oh, what happened? Oh, he was eating the captain in pieces, and he just came back and said, oh, here you go. I brought a hook.
Anyways, so we get to
We
the
get to the
truck.
water people. They're like, okay,
And
no, they cannot join us. They are different.
not
And
only
he's like, we
not
will
only it's like
adopt.
no, it's like not they're not even just only different Navi. They are also impure, not true Navi, because they have 5 fingers instead of 4.
And they have demon blood.
Demon blood.
Which pregunta, do they call them demon in the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do. But anyways, it's like, okay, cool. So we're getting through. We find out that, oh yeah, we already made contact with these Navi before because,
Reasons.
they can speak English just perfectly fine.
Bueno, no, eso yo lo saqué a que... No, because they don't speak English. Eso yo lo saqué a
Yes,
que...
they do.
Let me finish, motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Que más al principio cuando Sally está haciendo el monologuing, Él dice como que, oh, al principio me dio trabajo entender el lenguaje, but now it just came a second nature. Y cuando él dice eso, los hijos cambian de hablar de español, de el Navi language a empezar a sonar como están hablando inglés. So it's just the same thing that happened in The Hunt for Red October cuando cambian de hablar ruso a inglés. They're still speaking Russian. They're just translating it in real
Oh,
time.
okay,
So para que no
okay,
tenga que estar leyendo los subtítulos.
fair enough. Pero nah, it's like, all right, we don't like you, and you're gonna be babies here. You're gonna teach you our way, but we'll after discussing this non-verbally with my wife, my very pregnant wife. You guys can stay. Y entonces a mí me encantó la escena en el que como que, all right, here's your new home. Y como que Jake says, yeah, this will do. And fucking Neytiri is so not having it that she just drops everything that she has. And it makes the loudest sound in the quietest place. It's like,
Oh,
yeah, no, she's not happy.
she's very much
A mom.
a moody teenager.
See.
She's like, okay,
So,
I am over this shit already, and we just got here.
mhm. So okay, cool. So and then we cut to a lot of the everyone learning the way of water. Like how do we let's redo learning how to mount over here. Yeah, we got like a Jake. So okay, all right, everyone get on the jet ski. It's like, can I get the speedboat? It's like they warn him. It's like, hey, it's very difficult to master this thing. It's like we can give you one of the essentially the fucking jet skis. It's like, no, I want this one.
I want this. I want the
I
big
want the
scary
speedboat.
crocodile looky thing.
I want the speedboat. It's like, God damn it, Inetiri not having a single one of it. She's like, no, thank you. I keep my goddamn flying thing, my pterodactyl.
Oh yeah, she was not having any of this. That is, she won the Mother of the Year award of being and the Wife of the Year award because she's like, okay, está bien, mi amor, que tú quieres esto. Okay, we'll we'll go do this, even though this goes against everything I believe and stand for.
And then we do the very cinematic James Cameron. Everyone's quiet, no dialogue whatsoever. Just look at my 3D and work when they all go underwater.
Oh yeah,
And then it's
look at
like,
it.
okay, but here another thing to note. Como que, all right, the three main children de Jake están en como que, how do I say this? It's like, okay, they're learning, they're seeing, but they constantly need to go for air. And then it's like, all right, where's Kitty? Kitty has not gone for air and she is essentially smiling and moving her mouth. I think she can breathe underwater and doesn't realize it.
I mean, that would
Because
be
she was
funny.
underwater for so long and never went for air. And it's like, okay, no, you're special. You're the chosen one here. And this was before I put my theory that A was one of her parents.
Sí, pero también, pero, sí, te entiendo, pero también es como que I get it where they're coming from. Y como que, oh, los hijos de Water Tribe, y como que, oh, we've been swimming all of our lives. We have considerably better developed lung capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, if you practice enough, you can develop it.
Right, and no, it makes sense for Jake's children. But then fucking Kitty over there is like, lali lali la, I can control fish like water bending and not have to go up for air.
I'm magic, bitches.
Exacto, I'm magic. It's like, okay, you're super
I'm,
special.
cabrón. Oh god, I just realized. She's the avatar.
Fuck! Fuck. Fuck. Fuck you. Anyways, moving on.
That was the proudest moment I've had all week.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, moving on. So, yeah, we're doing a lot of cutting in, cutting out, learning about the way of water and how they deal and how they live and whatnot. And then I guess we finally get to the part where, because it's like, okay, we can't find Jake Sully. He bugged out. Where is he? Oh, right, that's right. Spider got left behind. The monkey boy fucking got left behind, and he was captured by the Sky people, by the Colonel. So he's
And
being
the colonel realizing, like, oh, this is my kid. Fuck.
exacto, and they're torturing him. And it's like, no, no, no. Let me try the personal approach.
Which again just abona a mi punto de como que, oh, like, el ver su cadáver traumatized this motherfucker to such a degree que él está como que, how about we don't just go murder people
You
as
know
the
what?
first option?
You know what I was hoping for this entire movie, and I was gonna eye roll so hard if they did it. That if they gave access to the Colonel to the spirit tree and let him connect, and then he would realize, oh, now I see what the all you fucking mean about this planet. Shit, I am the bad guy. I am now changed.
He just looks at whatever the fuck's left of his squad, which I'm pretty sure is nothing at the end, right?
Yeah, no, I think just about everyone is dead. I'd be
Like
very
they
surprised.
slowly killed everybody throughout the movie. But like he just looks at one of them and he's like, Charles, are we the bad guys?
I was hoping for not hoping. I was hoping that they didn't, but it's like they're gonna do this here now that he has the fucking tendril hairband, whatever, the tendril braid, and it's like, all right, now you have access to Pandora. Cool. Are you gonna use it for good? No, I'm gonna use it to tame a goddamn pterodactyl by force.
Which, by the way, that seemed to have taken him a long ass time, and his squad was very much like, okay, oh
Yeah,
well,
he's
I
dead.
guess he's dead. Like, let's go. And this time, okay, wait, seriously, you guys, you're not gonna, I don't know, talk to him on the radio? I'm assuming they did talk to him on the radio, but they were all like ready to be like, oh well, such is life.
Mm-hmm. You're right, but okay, okay. He gets a goddamn thing, a goddamn flying thing by force, by luck. And you're right, it took a lot longer than it should have, but it makes sense because he was being trained by his son, who doesn't have the tender and has no idea how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, cool. So that was that scene. But
Oh,
going back,
and his son is helping him, but his son is very much like, I don't want you to do this. I just want you just get the fuck away from me.
mhm, right. But moving on. So back with Jake and Sully, we're all learning about the kids, and the brothers, the two oldest brothers, get into a fight with the children of the chieftain.
Yeah.
And it's like the one thing you're supposed to do: fucking don't fight, don't cause trouble. It's like, no, they absolutely will cause trouble. And then it's like later on, it's like, hey, I want to make amends. I'm very sorry for what I did. And what happens? Okay, cool. Let's go do something super illegal.
Yeah,
And
let's go
then
do something
bitch.
stupid that's gonna get us all in trouble. And then we're gonna swim very far away and then we're going to abandon you.
Yep.
And
And
then we get the whale dancing.
the whale dancing. But it's like, first of all, it's like, oh, new predator animal, because back then it was like the 8-legged jaguar thing. It's like, that was cool. What's gonna be the apex predator over here? Oh, fucking Dinosuchus shark here. Fuck yeah, let's go. This looks cool. I want to see someone tame this. Yeah, let's go for this. And after a chase scene, it's like, all right, a whale kills it. And it's like, and that's the end of the Pandoran shark.
That was the only one in existence.
I guess I was so mad. It's like, I want to see someone tame the goddamn shark. Nope, we don't get that. I'm not even sure the shark had even tendrils because it was technically a fish and not a mammal. But then again, the pterodactyls aren't mammals and they get tendrils. So I don't know what the fuck how Pandora works.
I mean, for crying out loud, dude, the fucking whales lo tienen adentro de su boca.
Fair.
Like at this point, the whales break the one rule. They go, okay, oh, where are the tentacles?
No,
Outside.
that's the weird part. They do have two tentacles on their underside, and I assume okay, those are the bonding tendrils. But no, it's in his goddamn fucking mouth. So that was like bullshit to me. But it's like, oh well. But yeah, no, we get the whale. I forget the name of the goddamn whale, but it is an outcast. Tunok,
or
I
something
guess.
like that. I don't know.
But it's like, oh yeah, this whale is an outcast. He's dangerous. He eats people. He kills people, and it's like kills other whales. And it's like, okay, cool. Some guy, the fucking child. It's like, hey, thank you for saving me from the shark. Let me help you with your goddamn injury. And ta-da, we're friends now. And it gets weird to a point. It's like, how can they talk to the whale? The whale gets subtitles. And they understand them. It's like, how I know they established very early on that these are extremely intelligent and that's why they want their brain juice. But it's like, what the fuck?
No.
The
They
whale
still
gets
haven't established that part.
I know, but I know, but it's like, why is the whale getting subtitles and how are they communicating to each other? I don't know. Because the way they communicate to the whales is by hand signals, but the whale replies vocally and somehow we understand what they say.
Cabrón, a este punto, like, the bloody whale thing es como que, oh, by the time we get to this point, I'm already thinking, why the fuck are we wasting so much time with the fucking whale?
Because then, the plot hook.
Why are we here? Is it not for the unobtainium? No, that's last year's thing.
Okay,
We don't
no.
need that shit anymore.
Okay, pause. Because before that happens, they take Kitty to the underwater spirit tree, which is it's just a goddamn willow tree underwater. So it's like the same tree but underwater. So they take her to the spirit tree, and we see what she goes through, being that she's such a wild child, and very interestingly magical child. So it's like, oh, this is what they see in the spirit tree. And she gets to talk with her mother because it makes sense that since her consciousness didn't make it to the avatar, her consciousness is with Awa, with everyone else that died on this planet. So it's like, okay, they finally get to meet and talk, and then it's like, I have so many questions. Who's my dad? And fucking separation, screaming, seizuring. The planet has a seizure. It's
Espera,
like,
que sí, like, no, nadie habló de eso, de que, like, the tree sort of looks dead, dog.
it's like it was seizuring. También, it was like Christmas lights all over, and it's like, okay, we have a seizure, and this is mistake number one of Jake Sully. He called his fucking buddies in the Hallelujah Mountains to come over with a goddamn old helicopter that is totally trackable.
Cabrón,
On
like,
radar.
that wasn't his first mistake. That was the only mistake. Like, he was cold, and they had no idea where the fuck he was.
It's like,
Y los whalers al principio le dicen como que, no, we don't go in that, nosotros no vamos para allá, we don't
yeah,
want...
but how do they know how to get there? It was because they were following the trail of that one helicopter.
Si no, por eso es que te digo, that was the only thing he fucked up, porque los mismos whalers dicen como que, we don't go over there, there are too many villages.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna be trouble, we don't want to get involved, we just want to hunt the whales over here.
Right.
And just be done with it.
Fair enough. Pero
Y es como que si él no hubiese llamado a los scientist buddies, like, they would never have found him. Like they
Exacto.
wouldn't, they would have burned half the forest of Pandora before they're like, hey, maybe we should go look at these islands.
Exacto. So es como que that was the one and only mistake that put everything into motion. Kind of, sort of. So yeah, no, they called in the Samson with the medical ones, and they do absolutely nothing.
No, no, no. They identifican that she definitely had a seizure.
Cool, good. Can we help her? No, we're gonna use the spirit of Awa to heal her and wake her up. But by the very angry pregnant chief wife.
She's so bitchy.
Que si fucking care.
She's so over this shit. I'm like, okay. Y a la misma vez, everybody's just like, okay. Y la mamá de ellos está como que, no, you are fulanita. You have to help us. Y como que, I don't want to, but fuck you, I will help you.
Uh-huh. So we established that so they pick up a ping out of that Samson, the helicopter, and it's like, all right, they're somewhere in this area. So it's like, all right, there goes a whaling ship. Well, there goes a ship, a boat, and we think, oh, they're going out on a mission. And it's like, no, they were going on a hunt, and then the colonel lands with his buddies, and it's like, so you're the asshole who's gonna come and steer my ship. I'm calling him Captain Ahab from now on.
I mean, does he even get a name? That really
They
matters.
don't give a name at all. And it's like, all right, you're Captain Ahab because you hunt whales. Period. I was already calling him Captain Ahab before he lost his arm later. But it's like, fucking. It's like, all right, Captain Ahab. And we established that, okay, they hunt whales. We get a flashback from the outcast whale that the middle brother bonded with of how they hunt in mass the whales, but we don't know why. And in this case, we now get established why. They hunt. They actually hunt and capture the whale that belongs to that very bitchy, very pregnant wife of the chieftain. It's like of all the ones they had targeted, and it's like, okay, what are we doing with this? It's like, all right, we drill a hole from their mouth to their brain. We establish that these things are super, very smart, smarter than probably any other creature on this planet. And we need to extract their brain juice, a gallon of it worth $80 million, because it stops aging, period. And this is where it comes that one quote that annoys the shit out of me out of this entire movie. This is Pandora's most wanted resource. It's like, wasn't it unobtainium like 10 years ago?
Yeah, like I said, dude, unobtainium, that's last year's thing. We don't need that
It's
anymore.
like you
We got
said
all we
that,
got everything we needed from this shit. We don't need any more of this. Now we found a new thing to obsess over.
right? And which I am like trying to figure out, how did you guys even find out about this age stopping brain juice in a whale?
Sí,
How
porque
did you
esa
even
es la
how
cosa. They left. They came back. They came back as the Fire Nation in force.
uh
They stayed there for a year to
year?
two
Yeah.
years, and then
Uh
at some point they found this, and they're like, "Wait, oh, this is absolutely paying for everything," and that's why the marine biologist is an alcoholic.
huh. Because he's one of. I was hoping that marine biologist would like do the scientist human betrayal and join the Navi, but no, he fucking, I guess, dies.
No, we don't see him dead.
We don't see him die. He's laughing as everyone's attacking him in the final battle. He's just laughing about it, and then his boat flips over and explodes, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, you have the harpoon, remember?
Exacto. Okay. And that's it. It's like I was hoping that he would do betrayal instead of just sitting there doing nothing except holding onto the boat. But anyways, we see that they hunt this just to extract brain juice. And by the way, this whale had a calf, and because the calf couldn't feed from her dead mother anymore, the calf also dies. Which I was hoping they would save the calf, but it's like, no, we're going full brutal here. We're killing the baby too. So that was like, oh, okay. So it's like, now they have declared war. They are hunting our whales and whatnot.
They are hunting a whale bodies and we cannot stand for that.
Right.
Entonces Jake slowly como que, no, this is what they want.
I guess. I was hoping that they would solve the problem from the first movie. Was really hoping the main problem of the first movie, that the whole thing in the first movie was the destruction of the tree that they lived in, because and the problem was is like Jake never told them why they were here and why they wanted to take on their tree. If he would have just warned them, the final battle would have been, in front of the goddamn tree, instead of like after killing so many Navi that it fucking pointless, and we have the fight days later. It's like, no, you should have warned them. You never did, and that was like everyone's main complaint about the first movie. That it's like, hey, he never told them why they wanted to tear down the tree, and why was Jake in there? What he was put there to warn them that they wanted the rock, and he never made mention of it. I was hoping he would do the same here. He fucking doesn't. Well, he does it to a degree, in which we'll see. So it's like, we're going to war. So back to this. So it's like, okay, no, wait. How does the war start?
Um,
What puts everything into motion?
the bitchy pregnant lady being like, okay, I'm going to murder them
Right.
because
No,
they
no,
murdered
no,
my
right. But
sister.
here's the thing. The fucking the what put it into motion? The outcast whales gets marked for death by the
Ah,
whalers, and the fucking middle son, the troublemaker, goes out and decides to save the outcast. And then all of
no, no,
his
no.
friends,
Before that, they're like, wait, oh, we need to. I need to tell the outcast whale. He needs to get the fuck out of here.
because no one will tell the outcast, well, because he's an outcast. Makes sense. Cool.
And
Problem.
and then and then he's like, okay, oh no, he's been marked for dead. Entonces la única cosa honestamente que yo me quedé fue como que, wait, porque Sully dice como que if one of your whales gets marked, call me and I will disable it. Y lo primero que yo pensé fue como que, why didn't you just sit in front of all your kids and be like, okay kids, you know how to use technology. I have taught you. Now you're going to learn how to disable this thing instead of just, pulling it off.
Okay. Yeah, pero es como que, right, they could have, but also Jake was a very, very overprotective father and didn't want their kids to do anything, especially after all the troubles they caused. It's like, you guys are grounded. You're not doing a thing. But I know that's not going to stop you, because you guys are still going to go out and do stupid shit. And but or not, it's like that whole thing, and it's like, all right, the kids are in trouble. Cool. All right, anyone, war band, form up. Let's go. It's time to end this. It's like, okay, cool. And I very much like the scenery of the village deploying. It's like, all right, everyone on the fucking barracuda fish with wings. It's like, all right, deploy your very colorful wings, while everyone on the jet skis just keep jumping around like dolphins. I know it sounds goofy, but the fucking visual of it is like stunning to me.
Again, James Cameron being like, okay, here is where we make it, where we sell our shit.
But anyways, moving on. So we get to the standoff. They manage to remove the thing, but the fucking kids are hiding in a kelp forest, and eventually get captured. At least 3 of them get captured. So that happens, and who gets captured? Fucking Took, the middle child, and the middle child's girlfriend, in which we
Oh
had
yeah,
to talk to
the princess, the
the
chieftain's
princess,
daughter.
because of course the middle child gets a crush on the goddamn princess. It's one
Oh,
of those stories.
she got a crush on him too, buddy. This is one of those one way creepy things. Like, oh no, like they're both into this.
They both want to
At
fuck.
least
There, we said it.
they want to bang. They want to
They want
make
to
more
bang.
demon babies.
More demon babies. Now they're gonna be green demon babies.
They're gonna be chimera demon babies.
It's
But
like
they're gonna have
3 species
mountain
in
motherfucker.
one. My God.
God would never tolerate this.
Cool, because there is no god on Pandora. Period. There is only Awa.
God is dead.
There is. It's not even that God is dead. It's that God's not here. He's like fucking 4 light years that way.
Pregunta, que no me acuerdo, ¿cuánto tiempo les toma llegar de la Tierra a Pandora?
2 años porque ellos van a. They go 90% the speed of light. So it almost cuts the travel time by half.
Okay, but it's still 2 years.
I think if I remember correctly, it's 2 years. So yeah. But anyways, so it's like, all right, we get a standoff. The colonel tells Jake, it's like, hey, we want you in exchange to freeing your kids. Cool. Awesome. And who fucks it up? Who fucks this whole shit up? The whale.
Tucan, or whatever the fuck.
Right, no, but it's like, okay, cool. Whale. It's like he sees that his new best friend on this planet is in trouble and chained. He has a fucking temper tantrum underwater, which I'm amazed nobody picked up on.
¿Verdad, cabrón? Yo me quedé pensando como que, wait, you're telling me the giant whaling ship doesn't have an underwater fish detector?
Or sound radar, sonar. Doesn't have sonar.
Anything? Like, for
It's like,
crying out
do
loud,
you not
me.
hear the whale beneath you having a tantrum? I thought at first it's like, oh, he's planning to do something. They said that this whale is very smart, so he's planning to do something with all these rocks, right?
Yo
It's like,
también, yo pensé que estaba como que, oh, is he like muttering the water so that it's hard for them to see him?
I thought it's like, oh, this must be. No, he was just having a temper tantrum, like a child. And then it's like, fuck everyone. All right, I'm jumping onto the ship.
Which is also probably the smartest thing he could have done, because well, where's his weak spot? Es la barriga. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna hang around in the giant metal fortress so that you can't shoot my belly.
Pretty much. And that whale is really smart because he dodged not 1 but 2 missiles using his fucking crest.
And then he grabbed the rope and he's like, oh, I'm going to fucking kill you motherfuckers with my
I
rope.
know this. It's like, I'm very surprised how smart they portray these whales. But it's like, yeah, no, he fucking beaches himself on the boat. And it's like,
and then fucks up the boat.
I know, he fucks up the boat royally to the point that he uses a crab neck to crab hammer another crab neck. It's like, okay, cool. But it's like, all right. So he does that, and then he sees Captain Ahab, dodges his bullet, and it's like, oh, you're next, motherfucker.
And it's not even like you're next. It's like, oh no, motherfucker, I am ending you.
I am ending you. So it's like, okay, and that wasn't enough of a distraction for all the Navi to go, all right, time to attack. The whale said attack.
The whale the smart whale has said attack. Y como que, no, lo que
The
me encanta
whale
que
fired
ellos
the whale fired the first shot.
Y después ellos, es lo que me encanta que en ningún punto ellos están como que, oh wait, he's the outcast, we can't just follow the whale. Y como que, no, maybe the whale had a point.
So it's like, okay, cool. So the battle starts. Fucking fish people against thing. They took out the new helicopter so fucking fast. It's like,
Macabrón, she takes out like 6 helicopters by shooting the pilots in esta película. I'm
uh
telling you.
huh.
Like the most valuable, like the worst job on this fucking in este planeta is being one of those helicopter pilots. Like
You know,
everything is
here's
going
the
good hasta que this bitch shows up and she just one shots you.
right, but here's the other thing. You make it pensando. It's like, okay, these are redesigned Samsons. Surely they must have learned their lesson from the first time to, I don't know, maybe do something good to reinforce the cockpit so that they don't get shot by arrows again.
Or
No,
improve
no, you
improve the possibility of the pilot walking away from this in any form or way, and they're like, nah.
nah. Pilot dies. So it's like, fucking hell, man. So it's like, all right, we get a battle. We start seeing fish dragging people from their boats and whatnot. There was the one battlefield guy that I saw myself as the guy with the grenade launcher with the depth charge launcher. It's like, yeah, that's how I play. You give me a grenade launcher, I'm shooting in a one general area and hope I get a kill.
You're just waiting for the hit marker to show up.
And the kill feed to show up. It's like, yeah, I got someone.
I did it.
Pero here's another thing I wanted to point out. I think those boats, at least the normal boats, were real.
I'm telling you, dude, this was Waterworld 3.0.
I know, but I think they were props, not just CGI in some scenes, like, when they flip them in the goddamn air. I think a lot of those boat shots were actually them on custom boats. And I know this because there was a GoPro shot. There was an absolute GoPro shot on the harpoon in which it was not stabilized because it was going with the rhythm and it got water splashed on it and it wasn't 60 FPS anymore. And it was just the humans. So it's like, oh no, they've GoPro shot this. These are actual boats. These are actual boats. So cool. So we get the battle. It's a better battle than the one from Wakanda Forever.
Oh, definitivamente. At least they had, they realized, hey, maybe having multiple. ¿Tú te imaginas que le cortaron las patas a esa pelea en Wakanda Forever? Because they're like, no, listen, we can't spend all of our money on a water boat fight. We already have the Avatar one, and that one's gonna be way more better. So let's not even bother.
Right. And while the ship is crippled, what does Spider do while he's in the cockpit? All right, time to goddamn accelerate this and Titanic it.
He puts it full throttle and then breaks the throttle.
No. You forgot one step. It's like, oh no, fire. Okay, fire. I'll grab the fire extinguisher and bonks the pilot.
El timodero.
Which you're right. Pilots have the worst job on Pandora.
Cabrón, te digo, do you drive a vehicle in Pandora? You're fucked.
You're fucked. Not even the construction vehicles were safe. If you remember the very first shot in the first movie, that the fucking dirt haulers were peppered with arrows.
Te digo, como que, do you drive a vehicle? Then you're fucked.
Exacto. You are safer as a scientist, quite literally.
Anything else, you're probably safer working in a construction site, just hauling concrete up a flight of stairs.
Anything that doesn't involve the military or driving any vehicle, you're safe.
Sí, porque de nuevo, all the vehicle pilots are all dead, porque eventualmente los Navis se dieron cuenta que, listen, you don't have to take out the vehicle, you just take out the pilot.
Exactly. So, here's the thing, it's like, okay, he bonks the pilot, wrecks the controls puts it at full throttle, wrecks the controls, and Titanics the ship. They hit rock. At least I think it's rock, because it in the first establishing shots of the sea, it's like, oh, those aren't rocks, those aren't reefs, those are tree roots. It's like, fucking hell.
No, porque estaban por la área donde estaban las piedras, the three brothers stones or whatever the fuck.
I know, but in the village, the rocks that protect them from the sea, it's like, those are tree roots.
Así porque están en el mangle.
Right, so hasta los mangaros son fucking enormes, carajo. Pero anyways,
It's a nitrogen rich environment.
So it's like, okay, cool. This ship is now very, very unsalvageable. It's like abandoned ship protocols now. And we do see some of the personnel putting life rafts and getting on rescue boats and whatnot, in which then we never see them again.
Yeah, because presumablemente they got the fuck out of there because it's like, listen, whoever the fuck's driving this is gonna get fucked.
And here's the thing. I realized something for the final battle. It's like, also all the Navi, like, bugged out too. It's like everyone bugged out for the fucking CSGO final match finale.
Incluyendo Shifton, even though he still hadn't got his daughter back.
Exacto. Como que, what the fuck? Yo me quedé como que, where is everyone? Lo único que queda es fucking squad del Colonel. That's it. Where the fuck is everyone else that was on these ships? But before that, with the final battle, it's like, we have to talk about Captain Ahab.
And standing ovation he got when he lost his hand because the whale fucking tied around the rope and then cut his hand off.
Right.
Because, it's poetic justice.
It's poetic justice, and the fact that they cut his arm, it's like, oh no, it's like, this is Moby Dick. Period.
Sí, because, again, igual que el scientist, we don't see him dead. Like, this motherfucker is alive. Like, en la próxima película, he's gonna be like, I am come for revenge.
So it's like, okay, cool. And I know Captain Ahab is going to come back for sure. It's like, he's going to have a cool mechanical arm, and I do hope they give him a hook. I really hope they do. They're going to find him alive. They got him evacuated, but he's missing an arm. So guess what? Because that's why I was hoping they would bring back the shark, because it's like, oh, there's a lot of blood in the water. Surely the fucking giant shark will come in and start munching at anyone, right? No? You don't have the budget for the shark anymore? Fuck.
Because we killed him.
Or what about the whale? The fucking person killer whale. The outcast. Are we going to see him eat him? No? He's just chilling out for 20 minutes while they do CSGO on that sinking ship that they recreate Titanic in? Because they do reenact Titanic.
Again, he surprisingly, James Cameron sort of has a kink, and he just keeps repeating it.
I mean, here's the thing. Right now in my area, there is a James Cameron, what do you call it? Aquatic museum, where he shows off props of both the Titanic and the Abyss, including the Heart of the Sea. But encima de eso, it's also all his underwater adventures to the Titanic and the Marianas Trench. So it's like, yeah, no, he has a kink for water crap.
Oh, cabrón, todo esto is just him trying to be like, wait, I need to go deeper. I need to be the deepest person in history. I need to know what lies at the bottom of the ocean. Y es como que él literalmente es como que, ok, cool. Si tú le dices a James Cameron como que, hey, if you film this movie about a bear jumping on a jumping jack and will pay for the rest of your underwater exploration, he will make you the greatest bear jumping movie in history.
I wonder if now that Avatar 2 is out, they added Avatar props to that little traveling museum. They should have. I really hope there's a mock-up of the crab mech, because I had high hopes for that crab mech, and I'm slightly disappointed.
I mean, I feel like lo usaron bastante porque como que, it's a crab. I don't know why it had to be a crab. Why it had to walk like a crab, pero pues.
It walks like a crab. It's like, oh, this looks cool. But it's like I needed more. What?
Why did it need to walk like a crab? That was completely unnecessary.
Like it's like, all right, how do we haul the fucking whale onto the ship? All right, we deploy the crab necks, and they crab walk literally onto it, and to deploy the hooks, and they continue crab walking. It's like, why? I get it. I gives. It's like, oh, this is how crabs climb anything on the ocean. Cool, and you need extra arms to operate it, like the goddamn submarine James Cameron uses. Cool. Why are they crab walking? Did they just
So,
found out it's that
again,
efficient?
the hook thingies, lo pincers, I get. I have no problem with the pincer things. I have no problem with them being like circular pods. It's the whole like on where we're on the ship, we crab walk. It's like, why?
Why?
Why are you walking in? Why are you walking?
so, so yeah, I was just hoping to see a one-on-one Navi versus Crabneck, but we never got that scene, I guess. So I'm slightly disappointed by that because I wanted to see more action of the Crabneck on land trying to fight a Navi. But moving on, so Captain Ahab meets his supposed demise, and we get the final battle. Everyone's bugged out, and it is nightfall all of a sudden. Cool. So it's like, all right, Jigsaw. The Colonel captures Took and fucking what's her name, Kitty, and it's and Took
Again,
go. Took,
I do appreciate that Took's like, wait, I've been captured again.
I need to see what kind of child they got for this for acting her, but it's like she's great. I really like Took, and I would say my favorite Navi out of them has to be Kitty. I really like Kitty.
Oh,
This,
definitivamente. Like I feel like esta película was very much setting up the como que, okay, cool. And like the third one, we're gonna kill Sully, and then the main character is Kitty.
I was really thinking that they were, cuando el hermano mayor, when the older brother rescues the middle brother and smiles and cracks a joke, that is the telltale scene. It's like, oh, you're gonna die here. That it's like the scene I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I captured again. I see. It's like, oh motherfucker, you just marked yourself. You're gonna die within the next 30 minutes. And it's like that. And then I was thinking as the movie going, it's like when we see Neytiri go fucking esto feral,
Farrell.
feral and
Que
starts like
hasta Spider está como que, oh shit.
at the spider ocean, and she might as well have glowing red eyes and fucking raptor eye, fucking reptilian ¿cómo se llama? Reptilian pupils on her. It's like she went full feral. What's that? 1v20 an entire platoon. Just
In the process,
because
breaking
they
her almost undestroyable ball.
right, because in the middle of all this, the older brother gets killed. So it's like before that happens, it's like the older brother gets killed. They can't go under fire underwater apparently. And it's like, well, we lost the child here. And Sully goes, it's like, I have your other two children here. Come in and fight me. And it's like Neytiri just wants blood. Absolutely just wants blood. To the point that she almost kills her adoptive child.
Oh no, bueno, emocionalmente she killed him because she did the same thing que le hicieron a Sully para que he de esto y ella como que, nah. Que she said, como que, porque ella está como que, I just want to kill you. Eso sí, cuando él le dice como cuando, again, jumping forward, es cuando él le pasa un poco más adelante y él dice como que, oh, I'm never gonna stop. Y Sully le contesta, well, let's just get this over with. And then you're right, then Counter-Strike,
It's like they So they're both out of ammo, and they pull out their knives. They understand each other, and they fight with knives. It's like, this is a CS:GO match. This went full on CS:GO. So it's like it went like that, and
then we had the Prometheus school of running away from shit.
the Prometheus what?
The Prometheus school of running away from shit.
Are you talking about the?
Do not beat the cinema sins.
Oh yes, okay. Now I see what you're talking about. It's like
Okay, for them to get away from the ship, it can okay. Oh, let's not follow the logical right. Let's just keep running on top of the ship that is slowly,
sinking.
capsizing.
Right, no, o sea, y hubo una pausa dramática en el que esto es como que, all right, the ship is sinking. We're running out of air here. They just stop fighting and wait for the water to come up to take a breath and then continue fighting.
Sí, pero lo que me gusta es que por lo menos Sully se da cuenta de como que, oh, I just need to breathe this motherfucker. Because again, Sully can hold his breath, should be able to hold his breath longer. Y es como que, okay, cool, here you go. I'm just going to. Eso sí, cabrón. Una cosa que sí me encabronó es el puto death máquina de las pendejas. Es que ellos se ponen en las espaldas que parecen alas de mariposa.
They say, this will help you breathe. I don't see
Underwater.
that.
I'm like, okay, why are we not using those at all times?
Exacto. Yo como que, I see that. It's like, oh, we established that you need to breathe calmly to survive underwater. And then it's like, oh, here's your fucking bio scuba suit.
We're sorry we didn't introduce this to you first.
Right. Or, kept providing you everywhere we go. It's like, it's a thing. Why don't you use it this often? Pero entonces, en la pelea underwater, oh yeah, by the way, going way back for a split second, part of the character development of the Colonel was that when they were trying to find Jake before they contacted the boat, or after they contacted the boat, it's like, all right, let's go one by one to all the Navi villages and find Sully. And Spider, his son, convinced him to not kill the villagers, but he still burns their houses.
Sí, porque he can show that he's weak. He's like, okay, no, tengo que establecer quién está a cargo aquí, pero... Porque de nuevo, this guy had the most existential crisis plot en esta serie, en esta película.
Right. I can hear you falling asleep, so I'm going to try to wrap this up. But now we go to the underwater.
We are almost 2 hours in a 3-hour movie.
Right. Fuck. But it's like, okay, cool. Underwater fight continues, and it's like fucking Colonel gets the upper hand, but then the whole ship shifts, and it's like, okay, cool. Now Jake has the upper hand, and he's choking him underwater, and he just slumps over. The Colonel just slumps over without releasing a single air bubble. It's like, no, he's faking it. This motherfucker's faking it.
No, porque así fue que le pasó al middle child. Like, he slowly suelta el aire, pero eventualmente it's just como que they just go into some weird compulsive state. Y entonces, middle child ayuda a Sully. Kitty ayuda a
Kitty uses magic.
First of all, Kitty uses magic to guide a la mamá y a...
Esa es la mierda. Es como que, I don't know, I don't remember who, I think she was accompanying the brother. It's like, we must sing, and the crush, pero es como que, the princess. Y es como que, okay, cool, you two go. I'm going to sit here on the sunken ship and
just summon help.
Summon help. By the way,
with my scuba gear.
By the way, the what's it called? The Titanic scene that I know they recreated is the one where the ship is finally sinking, and both Spider and Kitty are just there. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath, as the ship is sinking and drags them down. It's like, you just fucking redid Titanic right there. That is a Titanic scene.
Because James Cameron has a boner for water shit.
Right. But anyways, cool. She uses magic. She uses fucking glowing fish to make a path to guide everyone back home.
And then the final
Yay!
plot twist, Spider finds his father and he drags him out of the water.
Right. But here's the thing also, who makes a comeback? The fucking whale. When Jake is not just about to not make it, he's like, "Oh my god, are we actually gonna kill Jake in this movie?" It's like, nope, the whale fucking saves the day again. That whale is a hero and probably still an outcast.
I mean, probablemente es like, oh, heavens are hard, pero es como el village está como que, listen, we understand now. Maybe we shouldn't be so dicks about everything.
Right. And and it's like, all right, we reach the end of the movie. It's the funeral of the it's like, yeah, no. It's like, and this whole underwater thing happens at night and then the sun comes back before they're even out of the water. It's like, what the fuck? What kind of stupid short night cycle was that? So it go okay, eso pasa, and we see that the fucking spider just lets the colonel go.
No
And he
solamente,
went,
no solamente eso, que es la cosa que estaba hablando con alguien en esto.
mm,
El Colonel la máscara que el Colonel le da has a
uh,
tracking device.
oh, definitely.
No, he says it. It has a tracking device. Y en varias
Oh,
ocasiones en esa última water scene, like you can see the glow from the heads-up display that the
yeah,
mask
no, I
has.
saw it. I saw it.
Y es como que they're just subtly reminding you, como que, oh no. The Colonel knows where Spider is at all times.
So yeah, and then it's like, all right, we get to the funeral. They feed the older child to the planet because that's literally
Because
what it looks like. It's like,
because again, no, he's only borrowing energy. He doesn't take it.
right. So I literally disrespectfully said nom 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 as the planet was consuming it because that's exactly what
Res-
it looked like.
Respectfully, disrespectfully. No, mama.
Nom 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 nom. So it's like, okay, cool. Funeral happened. Child consumed by planet. He is now one with Awa, and they immediately go to the spirit tree. It's like to say hello to him. It's like, hey, we just let the planet eat you, so now we're just gonna go say hi to you. Because Neytiri was still in the funeral attire. And it's like,
Sí.
as I go again, well, time to hang out with the kid. And she finally smiles for the first time in the entire movie since the prologue. So,
Since the star people return, the sky people.
right. I mean, they're still there. The general is still there. But so we get the whole ending epilogue monologue that Jake gets like, now we are one with water. Water as our new home. It's like, are we serious? Are we going to do this every movie? That you're going to have to keep moving region to region and now you're going to adopt a new way on Pandora every time?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, dog.
I said, I'm just waiting for fucking it go do a full 180 and they reveal that, hey, Kitty is the child of Awa. She is the chosen one. She is a god. And they just go full mode into god mode with her. She becomes the literal voice of the planet. So that's what I'm having. And that's Avatar, everyone. My God, 3 hours.
That took 3 hours to get there. And this podcast is almost 2 hours, and I am done with this.
All right.
Let Waterworld lie dead or whatever the fuck.
Overall, pretty good movie. Wouldn't say
Pretty
the
good
best.
movie. Would recommend. Absolutely. You should go watch it. Eso sí te pregunto. Eso te iba a preguntar. Me acordé en el camino. En tu
Uh,
opinión, do you think you need to watch the first one to watch this one?
I would say yes, definitely yes. You're gonna have to understand Jake Sully, to understand and understand how the whole Avatar business goes, because
Sí,
it
porque
literally does not give any like backstory in this movie about how everything works.
sí, porque el backstory de esta película es como que we got rid of the humans. Okay, the humans came back. Okay, we're here.
Ajá. O sea,
Pero es
no,
como que en ningún punto de ellos, y entonces como que, ellos como que, oh, he's demon. Pero en ningún punto es como que, oh, he was human. And then he became a dummy,
Avatar.
an
He
avatar.
became
Pero en ningún punto hablan de eso.
So es como que, I highly recommend watch the first movie before watching this one. Don't skip at all. So, anyways, if you have any comments and you want to contact me for making me the first one to establish the theory that Kitty is God, is Awa, you can email us at
Bichin Boricuas at yahoo.com.
that's right.
Cool.
That's right. Bichin Boricuas at yahoo.com. Anyways, we'll put the links on the description, and we'll see you
Everything will be
all.
able to
And we'll see you all later.
for our Christmas extravaganza, which
It's
will
gonna
be
be
very short because
very
we
short.
ain't got no time for that shit.
Alrighty. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey, everyone. That's the end of the show for today. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can find us on Twitter and Facebook, which we kinda irregularly use whenever we find it necessary to. We're also on Instagram. If you can find the links to those somewhere down below here, or just go to our website at bichinboricuas.com. Thank you.